I've never seen this before in my life. Jazz, how are we going with our buyer over there? They've come in for one bid and absolutely done. One bid wonder is what I call them. And this is a beautiful time to teach them a life lesson, that life's not fair.
That's right.
Guys, welcome back to another auction weekend vlog. We're on episode 18 now, which is absolutely crazy. So thank you for tuning in. And if it's your first time tuning in, welcome to the channel. Now, I originally filmed a separate intro to this one on the way to my auctions, but the last video that I put out, the last vlog that I put out was so well received. There's a lot of love from everybody, a lot of subscribers, a lot of comments, and I love seeing all of that. So I wanted to film a separate introduction just to say a heartfelt thank you to everybody who did so. So if you are liking this content and you want us to support me to continue to bring this kind of content to you, please do consider liking and subscribing. I'm loving seeing the comments because it just shows me that there's a little bit of a community growing around the auction process, around real estate, or even just what I get up to on a weekly basis on my weekends. Now, this weekend, we've got 2 auctions out in Hoppers Crossing. You'll want to stick around for the second auction of the day because that one was really phenomenal. And without further ado, let's head straight into the auction content. I reckon it's outside. Yeah, it's good weather for it. You gonna come? Have a watch? I'm good. How are you? Jazz? Kayla? How are you? How are you? No, you're all good. Do you need a hand at all? No, you're good. Yep. Beautiful. Yep. No, you're good. Take your time.
I've just got my place around the corner of
Yeah?
the auction, so I'm just going to see how it all works.
Yeah, no, of course. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Ian, nice to meet you.
How are you? Long time no see, yeah?
Alright, so Pratik's told me we've got one buyer from Sydney. Alright, so we'll see how the bidding ends up going, but if we can actually have 2 bidders competing against each other, it's a good signal to put the property on the market a bit earlier than what you're expecting to, because that way you can actually let the competition between those 2 buyers push it up. But you've got to make that decision at the end of the day, so if I see that happening, I might even send Pratik inside to get your instructions, because that's when I think it'd be a good idea to put the property on the market. Settlement terms? How long? 30, 40. So very quick settlement is what we're looking for. All right, sounds good. Deposit 5 and 10. Everything else is all good. So, all right, well, the rest is just in the buyer's hands and in my hands, so good luck. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the team here at Alliance Real Estate Werribee, thank you very, very much for joining us here for what I'm sure will be a wonderful auction today. We have a beautiful opportunity up for your taking here today in the house that is also full of charm and character. You can see just out the front that it's got really nice characteristics of the old Victorian style architecture. You've got that bay window as well, which is really nice to let in the western, the afternoon sun. We've got a west-facing facade over here, which means that during the afternoon you're going to have really, really nice afternoon sunlight. That's it. Bidding. Who would like to get the auction underway? 520. Thank you very much, Michaela. Your bidder in the front now at 540. At $540,000 there. Yeah, let's go. 550 now. Let's keep the auction moving along. Jazz, your bidder has been outbid quickly now. Jazz, how are we going with our buyer over there? They've come in for one bid and absolutely done. One bid wonder is what I call them. At 550 now the bid. Pratik, I'm gonna move things along with the vendor bid. 560, let's keep the auction moving along. I think it's a perfect time to take a pause. I will seek the instructions of our vendors and I'll come back with further instructions soon. Thank you very much, folks. 560. Yeah, they said they're going to wait and see.
They're going to wait and see.
Yeah, they're going to wait and see. Yeah, I don't think so.
I think let's pass it in for 560.
I think so. Look, yeah, you're not really going to get much more if you put it on the market. I'm assuming you want a bit more than where we're at. So because you've only got one bidder, it's not a really good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience and anticipation. Now, I did have some further instructions to pass on from our vendors here. Simply be wrapping the auction up and passing the auction into our highest bidder, which I believe is Michaela's bidder. No interest from there. There's really no need for your buyer to bid much more from there, simply because they have done the right thing by bidding. Up until now, they are the last highest bidder. So even though I'm placing vendor bids, the property will still be passed into your bidder. Done. We're all done over here against the fence. Thank you very much for your participation across the road as well. All done. Thank you very much, sir, across the road under the shade as well. Thank you very much for coming here. All done here. No bidding. No bidding. Thank you very much. Pratik, what about over there? And we're all done over here. I'll place a vendor bid at $570,000, sir, unless you'd like to jump in all the way out there. At $570,000, we formally pass the property into our highest bidder. Thank you very much for all of your bidding here today and your attendance. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I can't do much more than that. Yeah, no, you're all good. So yeah, look, when there's no competitive bidding, it's no risk to you. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So you didn't have to risk anything to get to this stage. But what it does mean is that you get to know where your bidders really are. So, you know, Michaela's bidder bidding up to 550, they've played a few cards out from their hand. So it helps you with the negotiations from there. So that's just how the market is. I thought I'd just pass that on. And
Thanks.
that's it. All the best. All the best.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, so first auction done. Not a whole lot to write home about for that one. We had one main buyer. He's tapped out at $550,000 from what I'm told. They're an investor from Sydney. It seems to be quite common to have investors looking in from interstate to buy in these particular areas, I'd imagine because it's so cheap compared to the Sydney market. Look, they've got their price, vendors got their price, so we vendor bid to 570 to round it off, and then it goes back to private sale. Now, we're gonna head over to the next auction now. It's a beautiful part of Hoppers Crossing. It is a fantastic home, so I can't wait to show it to you. We're gonna head there now. We're gonna do a house tour so you can see exactly what it looks like, and we'll go straight into the auction from there.
All right.
See you there. Yeah, morning guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. You guys here for the auction today?
Yeah,
Nice, so you're gonna be bidding as well?
probably bidding for my sister for the
For
phone.
your sister, very nice.
Yeah,
So
from Sydney.
Sydney, is she gonna be moving down living here? All right, let's start the house tour because this is a beautiful house. All right, so if we come on in, the entryway, you've got a formal living area over here straight away, nice and open. So this is the first living area here. There's a little office area just out the front, which could be a bedroom too. Wouldn't recommend it for a bedroom, but either way, very nice office area. Bathroom in here. Got to say, some tight corners to turn. That's what happens when you want to fit things around the staircase, and we'll go there in a moment. That's another living area out here. Open kitchen area. No, yeah, go for it. All right, the outdoor area is spectacular. Look at this. So this is a shaded pergola area. That's the garage over here. This garden is so well kept as well. Look at this. It's like a park in your backyard. You can tell how well kept it is just from the state of this grass. Come on, look at that. The lawn is fantastic. Landscaping is awesome, and you've got a shaded outdoor pool, well taken care of. You can see the kids are still using it, so it is very well maintained. You've got the roof over it as well, so you don't have to worry about the sun and the weather. You can use it anytime. Owners have a veggie patch out there too. Let's have a look around this side. Look, honestly, you don't have to do much to this house. It's so well built, so well taken care of. Your laundry area, plus you've got this side access too. This is great. Very flowy. Let's head upstairs, have a quick look upstairs. Beautiful. Alright, rumpus room area. Nice void as well. Beautiful. Into the master bedroom. The master bedroom. That's fantastic. There's an ensuite in there too. Come upstairs, you got the void. Gym area too. Another bedroom over here. Check out this bathroom. Very well done here. Bedrooms are a little bit small, but it doesn't matter because you're not spending any time in your bedrooms, you're spending all of your time in the living areas. So, beautiful house. We'll start the auction in a little bit. We'll catch up 32 buyers here and then catch up with the auction.
Well, we can send it back to you if that is up, and they can.
And this is a beautiful time to teach them a life lesson, that life's not fair.
That's right.
You can't have a beautiful house and the beautiful land without helping out with the gardens. The gardens don't maintain themselves. You got to work hard for the nice things in life.
Thank you. Okay, now
Good luck, all right? We'll get it started. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the team here at One Agency Property Partners, thank you very much for joining us here for what I'm sure will be a wonderful auction. And why wouldn't it be today on offer? We have a spectacular, beautiful property up for your taking here today in the form of 13 Waterloo Court in the beating heart of Hopper Crossing. So to all of our bidders and buyers, make sure to bid bold, bid aggressively, bid to the absolute upper echelon of your capacity. Give yourself every opportunity to be that lucky and successful buyer. I'm sure this property in 1996 moved in 1999, so you can understand a premium pocket in Hoppers Crossing. Once you move in, you simply like to stay here. Who would like to get the auction underway? 970, right at the bottom end of the quoting range, and we'll take it in 20s from here. $970,000. Welcome. 980 to start. I'll happily see you in 980. Let's keep going from here. Nice and friendly auction. 990. Now do me the favor of a quick reply here. 990. That could have been your bid. Let's go straight to a million now. 95. Thank you very much. 995. Let's go straight to a million now. What do we say? A mil. The smaller bids invite your competition back in. At mil now, they're in the lead. Mil 05. Let's go. Show strength. Let's go quick bidding here. Another 5. Let's go 10. Million 5, million 10. Another 5. See, let's go straight to 15. We're at million 10 now. Another 5. 15. Let's go 20. 15 the bid. What's the call? Twice now. Need to know. In or out? 20. Let's go 25 straight away now. A million 20. They're not done. At a million 20. Great to see you back in the lead. At a million 20, they're not happy about it. Just relay that on. They're not liking that any more than you do. At a million, at 20 now, I did tell them to prepare and they didn't. They didn't believe me. Another 5, 25 now. 35, bang. That's a bid there, million 35. So hell, I reckon pass the phone over to Hamish. Whatever he's saying is working at a million 35. Just one more minute. We'll start counting it down if we need to, because I'm running out of content to keep the crowd entertained here. At a million 35, another 2.5. I'll take it. Thank you very much. And you're back in the lead. 2.5. Million 40, 45. That is a bid and well done there. A million 45. Let's go another 1. I'm seeing a little bit of indecision in your eyes. At a million 45, this is what big knockout bids do. But what you do in return is a quick, small bid. Otherwise, a knockout bid. Take the time if you'd like a big knockout bid, but otherwise, let's go 1. Million 45, great bidding, by the way. Absolute masterclass here. Whoever you've got on the phone, I'd like them as a friend too. At a million 45, who's that? Your brother. We can be brothers too. When you're bidding like that at a million 45, maybe get on the phone to your brother and you can say, these guys, brother, are like this. They're giving them more money. We're family. At a million 45, this is how family tensions arise at the Monopoly board. Million 45. I think so. We're going to take a quick pause to the auction, by the way, guys. I'm going to give you a little bit more time to think about it. Hopefully, we have some very good news for you guys, and we'll come back in just a moment's time.
A little bit more, but he needs a little bit
The guy on the phone
but the other one's done.
at the auction board.
That's what I made him to
How
bid.
much is that problem?
And that's fine as long as it's unconditional, right?
Yeah.
And so that way, it's on the market. If there's anybody else waiting and seeing,
Yeah.
they've got to jump in too,
Jump into.
right?
That's it.
All right, we do that. Million 50. Yep. No worries.
On the market?
We just spoke to the owner. So before the auction, they wanted a million 70. What they said, we're very close. Million 50. If you want to just bid to that yourself. Yeah. Okay. You're just doing it. Okay. Well, I'll just tell you just so it looks like everybody else thinks I'm doing something. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience and anticipation. Now we do have some updated instructions from our vendors here. They're very handed over to you now. Could not be any more clear. If you are holding back in the crowd as well, you'd love the house, you'd like to move on in, this is your opportunity to do so. Our vendors have made it exactly clear what they would like to do. So buyers, it is all in your hands now. We're waiting for our highest bidder to make that confirmation. But if you'd like to jump in on top, you're waiting and seeing, this is your opportunity to pounce. It is anticipation. We're wrapping up the auction. No better bid here. They're absolutely out. Thank you very much for your bidding, by the way. Of course, we're going to take one more break and we're going to come back in just a moment's time. Maybe we'll just give you guys a bit of space.
Chrissy, what are you in?
Sell it.
There you go, that was
Sell
easy.
it. Easy. Sell it. I don't want, it's unconditional. They get 5 months settlement. It's
Yep.
March. It's, it's an individual thing. Sell it.
Done. All right. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience and anticipation. I have some very good news to reward you for your patience and sticking around to the very, very end. Property will be put on the market at $1,045,000. No better bidder for. We are selling here today. Bidding. Now that the property is on the market, now I still don't believe that you're really out, by the way, at $1,045,000. Any single bid on top unlocks that opportunity for you to be the highest bidder here. So $1,045,000, no better bidder offer. We are selling. It is on the market, untapped, unreserved, and selling here today. 46. Are you serious? Are you absolutely sure? 46 in the lead now, selling this way at $1,046 now, untapped, unreserved. We are selling over here now at $1,046, 47. $1,047. Let's go 48. We are playing for keeps. Where are we going? Driving home at $1,047. He's left you for a new family at $1,047. And 48. 48. 48. Permission from us. We're playing for keeps now. It's over here. This is the true decision, pulling the strings. 50. Now you had that all in you from the very start, didn't you? Now what I'm going to tell you now, I've got a line for every single situation. When you're at a round number, this is not the time to call it quits. At $1,050 is their hard stop, could be that. When you talk about your limit at an auction, you ended off at a round number. Another one more bid. One more bid. Test the bid. What's the worst that can happen? I'll tell you what happens. If you bid one more time and they bid again, it costs you absolutely nothing. But if you bid one more time and they're out, you're in this home for life. Another one. 51. 52. And I can tell you, if your wife knew that $1,000 made the difference, she'll be nagging you for the rest of your life. And I'll tell you, money doesn't buy that either. I've learned from a fact of being married. It's worth spending the money to keep your wife happy. 13, Waterloo Court, Hoppers Crossing, going out this way. We are selling. Last chance. Once, twice, third. Absolutely sure we're done. We are selling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Selling, selling. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our new owners. Sold. Thank you very much for your attendance here today, and I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Alright guys, so that was an incredible auction that went on for pretty much close to 40 minutes there, and this is an auction where it could have gone one of many ways, but I must commend the owners here. They did a fantastic job keeping a level head in such a high stress environment to still come out the end with some very logical decision making under extreme pressure. Now this one was a sentimental home to them, and so they've lived in there for 25 years, which is almost as long as I've been alive. They brought up their grandkids there, so making a logical decision around a home that has that much sentimental value to them must have been extremely difficult. So after all was said and done, everybody had a really good time together, celebrated, took some photos, stuck around, and I spoke to a couple of the neighbors around the area as they were lovely people. They've also been there for just as long as the owners, so also built their house 30 odd years ago and stayed there ever since. I answered some questions about the auction process and just real estate in general, and handed out a couple of business cards. I hope they're watching this, by the way, because my socials are on those business cards, and I hope they're subscribed and watching these vlogs, because it's going to be really helpful information just to understand both sides of the transactions for a buyer and also a seller, what that looks like in today's market. That's it for this vlog. You've seen we've got two very different auctions today in the same area. So next week we've got 3 auctions scheduled. Make sure to subscribe and keep up to date when that next video drops. Thanks for tuning in this week, and I'll see you in the next one.